double the dough. Hey, Roger Yaman, do it dough. Yeah, double the. Hey, hey, double the dough.
Welcome to the Gray Area edition today, and I have one of the guys that is doing it in Norton. I mean, the name is ThelKool, but people like us sometimes think it is the I-Cool, the what. But yeah, ThelKool out of Norton. Welcome to the Gray Area show, my man.
It's a pleasure, my guy. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here. Hey, what's up, people? Murise.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you. You know, the last time that I saw you, Pampanaka video, guy, turned muchita with I'm just CD never scratch you. I didn't know that you can actually speak fluently.
Ndaikakama kakama. Zvezvo ingoriskirire basa. Unongoziva skiri yacho.
Yeah, no, I get it. Because title roda spirit, you know, and stuff.
Hatatora vanhu vari bo, but sometimes unongoziva unofanira kumbopenga mbichana.
No, I totally get it. So on your
Yeah.
profile, it says you're an artist, you're a music promoter as well. So who is ThelKool and what do you really do?
Okay. ThelKool is an artist. He's a rapper, a hip hop artist. That's first and foremost. Also an entrepreneur who's also into artist management as well as music promotion. Yeah, basically that is ThelKool, a young man, anogara Norton, in the town of Norton, Fish Town, Malaysia, who has worked with many different artists, kutaya kuwasumudzira as well as doing many initiatives mumaketi, especially communities matiri kubva mukutaya kusimudzira vechidiki vane zvipo zvavo zvingodaro. Yeah, so
Okay, well,
basically that is ThelKool.
that's quite an interesting bio. You said name chisimudzira wechidiki ndakatoti sai ndiriona wechidiki wacho. So who are the artists that you have worked with or that you have kind of like developed in your career?
Quite a number of artists that I've worked with, through I have an organization that is called Miss Business Zimbabwe. It's a girl child empowerment program that we do through modeling. We do my beauty contest, but the main idea is to empower and equip young ladies, young girls, with skills and knowledge to survive in this harsh environment yatiri, especially in our economy here, Zimbabwe. You get it. So when I talk of artists that I've worked with, I'm not just talking of my artists as musicians. Most people just think musicians. They leave out my artists agawanda. You get it. So I'm talking of people who are doing sculpting. I'm talking of people who are doing baking, beauty therapy, hairdressing, as well as my artists who are into music. The notable figures that I've worked with in terms of popularity, I think vakuzikano by now. I've worked with Fidel Country Boy. If you remember Changai Bawa, the song Yakambo Trend Lockdown. Yeah, I think Apanas no Jamba Changai Bawa. I was his manager by then. That is 2020 and 2021.
Okay.
I've also worked with Young Gemini, and I'm the first person that discovered Young Gemini.
Really?
I'm the first person who realized this person got potential. Mwana ane chipo chake, and chipo chake chiruda munhu anongoziva kuti mwana ane chipo, so that aromubatsira kuenda pa stage B in her career. So we worked with Young Gemini. We did a song, couple of performances, as well as nurturing nekungomudza my tips and skills in the industry. And I'm happy to see kuti munhu zvamai manje abluma, and it makes me proud, kuti at least my input is also there. I've also worked with a couple of artists akawanda. Some of them are kuzikanwa zvekudaro. Some of them are in different fields. They might not be, popular mainstream, but I've been helping out vanhu vakati one day.
Well,
Yes.
that's nice. I applaud what you're doing, and it's really a good thing. I just have something interesting that I want to ask. Like you mentioned that you have been working with the girl child to promote them, and the economy is hard, so they might need to discover their talents to do something. But then when we are to discover their talents, my managers, nima promoter, nima DJ, ndimi mnenge magzo.
Time to
Nice,
discover as
nice.
well.
How are you protecting them? Are you not the predators?
There are PDDs. There are PDs. The PDDs in my industry. You get it. But this is what we do. And when they come, we sit down with them, right? They are exposed to many, you know, to many lectures, seminars, workshops. So I know discussions are siana. So in each and every field, we have a qualified personnel and it. And we are in that field that we invite, but later my workshop today, if we are touching on gender-based violence, we invite a certain figure who is qualified, to talk with these young ladies in that certain category. I know these are, things to do, things to avoid, things to look out for when you go in a certain environment. And so that area whereby, they also need protection, was predators. So the only thing that you can do, scan, and the best thing that you do, scan, kumudzidzisa nekumupa pfungwa dzinoita kuti kana afesa that kind of situation, and she can then be able to make a wise decision ega paari ipapo, because there is nothing else that we can do, kuti tiite munhu iyeye kuti asawanikwe nezvinhu zvakadaro. Zvinhu zvinowanikwa musociety. So the best thing that we can do is to give your wisdom, to give your knowledge, kuti munhu akakudai akaapproacha so, look out for this, look out for that, so that when you make your decision, decision iri informed, yauri kuziva kuti kana wamake a decision A ichakusvitsa papoint B pakadai so. Otherwise zvinhu izvi zvinoitika my brat tinenge tisipo, you get it, pavanosangana it's either nembinga dzavasangana nadzo kunze, modeling and so forth, they are exposed, tinenge tisipo. So the best thing we can do is to equip munhu iyeye nebrain dzekuti anokwanisa kudecida ega zvinhu zvisingamukanganisirichi mangwana ake. So that is what we do. We invite people vanogara navo pasi, counseling, vamwe vacho vanenge vachitoda therapy. We do our best according to the resources nemafinances atete tinawo kuitira kuti vanhu vaita sei vabatsirike.
Okay, well, that's quite exhaustive. I can see that you're working to make sure that they are safe. Then I want to go to Norton. Norton is known to be. I'm kind of thinking of the public music figures that we have from Norton. I don't really know much about Norton. Those are kuna Temba Mulis, but then kuna Mdara Tuku.
Yes.
Pakare Paye. So with what you're doing in the music industry, do you have any connection or any grooming that you have from the legacy of Baba Tuku, especially in Norton? Because I know in Norton there is a music hub, music and arts hub for young people.
Yes. Norton is quite rich in terms of talent. I mean, zvakawanda vanhu vakawanda they come from Norton. We have Mbira Dzenarira, we have Bawan Tukudzi himself, we have Seoshas, we have Bell, we have a lot of figures that are in Norton. We have Knowledge Msona when you go to football and all that. So we are rich in terms of talent. And I would love to say that I quite have a good relationship with people from the Mutukudzi legacy. I'm talking about some members of the family, and also some people who used to play for Tuku himself when he was still here, and some of the employees of Pakare Paye Art Center. So yes, definitely you need those kind of connections, you need those kind of links, so that whatever that you do, you also know kuti kana zvadai so ndichanoona ani. Yeah, so definitely there are bridges that we do have between me and also other people vari industry are experienced.
Okay, so have you directly worked at Pakare Paye or been groomed there or performed there?
Well, I cannot say I have been groomed at Pakare Paye, but I have worked with Pakare Paye for quite a while. My first encounter working at Pakare Paye was when I wanted to do my first event here modeling. That was back in 2021. We're in lockdown, and we just came up with an idea. What if we do this for the girl child? So Pakare Paye was the ideal venue for us to start. Pakare Paye is somewhere where there is so much respect for people, respect Pakare Paye. Mwana akanzi ari kuenda kunoita modeling Pakare Paye, vabereki avatye, tiri kuNorton, zvinhu zvemodeling, culture yekutoti we are still introducing it. Vamwe vachiri kutorambidzwa vachinzi zvine chihure zvine chii. So we were looking for a place iri more ideal, more suitable for people to understand what we are trying to do, and Pakare Paye was the place. And I'm happy to say I was introduced for the first time to Amaim Tukudzi, some call it Daisy, for the first time. And we set up several meetings. For the first meeting, we spoke, for several hours. She was telling me about, Pakare Paye Art Center, the background, the current of Pakare Paye and the future, and some of the issues and English historical, in the past 2 weeks or so, my issues and Pakare Paye. So we talked about all those issues, and I then realized she became more of a mother, than more than just a business partner. And it is takatotaura takamwa tea mazoe biscuits, you get it, and all that. Yeah, so yes, that's the relationship. Yes, mdara taitoenda tichitombonobikirwa tea namama and things like that, vachitiudzawo how it is in the art sector, manegatives vanotaura vanhu zvavanenge vachifunga vachitaurawo side ravo and all that. So takagadzira relationship yekuti I would love to say kuti munoziva kuti running a place yakaita sePakare Paye Art Center hachisi chinhu chiri nyore, you get it, especially when you are uri shirikadzi like Amaim Tukudzi and stuff like that. So vaitaura Pakare Paye Art Center itone zvikwereti zvaitonazvo. I was surprised kuti odzwanzi vatone chimwe chikwereti chemagetsi chakakura kunga amenameno, you get it. I was like, yo, kondozvine zvichiitika panapa, because isu tichitongofungidzira pamwe mune bag, and the bag iri makatongotswinya mumwe menyama musitombotenderedzawo kumageto youths and stuff. So vane side ravo ravaitaurawo rekuti if you sit down with her, you may start to understand some of the things, and though it's obvious hapana munhu asina maflaws ake, you get it, but there is a certain side rekuti you can also understand kuti pipe zvakadai because of ABCD and stuff, though of course pane mashortfalls ekuti vanhu tinenge tichitodai zvadai, you get ndo zvazvitori musociety. Hapana munhu anenge ari 100% perfect, but according to me, what I saw, relationship yangu iri pakati pangu na Evo, you get it, I saw as a strong character who's doing her best to to maintain Pakare Paye. Though in my own view, I also believe mane zvimwe zvinhu zvavanenge vachiita sei vachikundikanawo kuita, you get it. She's a human being, and it's very unfortunate kuti zvimwe zvinhu zvacho ndo zviri most important about Pakare Paye, but at the end of the day, she's a human being, and we have to understand mazwana.
Okay, so with this media narrative that is going on social media, on Daisy is this, I saw Culture Love, I got to imba even, I don't know, Culture Love, so I got to imba this song, you have said a different view of Mama Daisy working with the arts people. So are you saying that when she's working with artists, she's a very nice person and she's all that, but when it comes to family matters, she's another person?
Munoza zvinoitika, I wouldn't want to say much about nyaya dzekufamily, dzekufamily kwavo. I'm also someone who have known, someone Tukudzi, not really close, but used to, to mix a mingle, matai noridza na book cafe, back then. So to actually say who is wrong, who is right, kufamily kwavo, I don't know, because it's nyaya dzatirungonzwa on social media. But when it comes to arts, and I'm saying, to me, she was and she is a nice person, and but I'm just speaking on behalf of on myself. I'm not talking on behalf of others and things like that. But we expect and kubva kuPakare Paye Art Center, not kubva kuna Amaim Tukudzi specifically. Pakare Paye Art Center, it's a center inofanira kunge ichibatsira mayouths vane zvipo zvavo according to mavisions atinonzwa ngana vaMtukudzi amuri kuzvona. And to say right now Pakare Paye Art Center is not really relevant panyaya dzakadaro. I would like to say kuti hatisi kunyanyoona vari kubatsirwa vacho mayouth akaita se akati wandei vane zvipo amuri kuzvona. And pane mareasons akawanda anokonzeresa zvinhu zvakadaro, one being Pakare Paye Art.
Can you give me maybe an actual reason, not a speculation? Why is it like that?
An actual reason, I think, inyaya yemoyo, munoziva, inyaya yemoyo. Unoziva kuti kubatsira kana kusimudzira vanhu inyaya yemoyo. You can have my buildings, you can have my resources, you can have money, but kana moyo wako usiri for that, amuri kuzvona, zvinogona kutadza kubatsira vanhu vavo. And I believe kuti munhu anga ane moyo, munhu akauya neidea, munhu akavaka chinhu chiya, that is vamutukudzi, handiti. So of course Mama Daisy is the wife, handiti, to vamutukudzi, but munhu wewe kutoti takada kutozotarisa unotozoona kuti pamwe vanga vatori nezvimwe zvavaitoitawo vasati vasangana namutukudzi zvisina chekuita nemusic and everything. So vanogona kunge vasina moyo iwowo nechido chiri as good as vamutukudzi sezvavanga vari. So therefore vanogona kunge vane pakare paye, handiti, but zvavaimboitwa namutukudzi zviya zvekuti vanhu vaiuya vachidzidziswa magitari vachinzi amauya endai neapa, endai munopractice muomo, endai muite sei, endai muite sei, vanogona kunge vasingachazvikwanise. And if you are going to look at for the past 5 years or so, ever since patakarasikirwa namutukudzi, hatina maartists inozwa kana atiti ambobva kupakare paye ever since then, amuri kuzvona. That shows that there is a huge gap raatopo iroro rekuti the person who was doing that haasisipo. So now hatisina akusimudzira maartist, amuri kuona, in that certain field. Yes.
Okay, I just want to interject there and just say, so right now, what really happens at Pakare Paye, like on a normal day, on a normal week? Are they arts classes? It's just events? Like what really goes on there?
I wouldn't say on a daily basis ndo zvangu zvinoitika, but basically Pakare Paye there's business. It's business that is happening at Pakare Paye. Pakare Paye have my conference center, vane ma lodges, vane machi, of course they have their clients, my lodge anobukwa, my conference center, people hire out vachita my events out, whether being it a wedding or a church, you get it. But as far as the arts is concerned, there is no activity yekuti it's a big institution, it's a big center. Pakare Paye would expect to know, every month, people from Europe, people from whatever, what you this one my skills, but that is not happening to Pakare Paye according to capacity inayo. So right now, I would say, there is business in terms of other services they host, but panyaya dzema arts, hapana zvakawanda zvikunyanyoitika. Hapana ndo, I think zvimwe queries ane vanhu mageto dzakawanda.
Okay, and if I heard you correctly, you're saying maybe it's because of the passions of the leaders. So what would you suggest? Do they need to have another CEO who is passionate about music for that center to groom more artists from surrounding areas?
Yeah, I do believe, pachinchese, my brother, man, pachinchese, panoda vanhu vane knowledge, nevanhu vane experience, amuri kuzvona. Tobva taisawo chido pamusoro ipapo, handiti. Tobva tabatanidzwa kuti nevaridzi vaya vane maresources nemari, zvinhu sizvo zvakabatana panoitika magic. I believe hatiudzire vanhu, Pakare Paye Art Center haisi yegovernment, anoburi kuzvona, haisi yegovernment and it's a private thing. Hatiudzire vanhu kuti ranai zvinhu zvenyu so. But there is the need for people very knowledgeable, handikona, people vane vision yekuziva kuti kana chiti tikuita art sector zvinohandlwa so amuri kuzvona. Pakare Paye Art Center is the capacity to bring my international festivals akawanda straight from Harare achichinja mavenue achiuya kuPakare Paye Art Center, you get it, has all that capacity. But and pane zvinhu zvakawanda zvinokwanisa kuitwa Pakare Paye Art Center, but most probably vanhu varipo at the moment that include Mama Daisy and other people pamwe they are actually the owners of Pakare Paye Art Center, but they should also consider having other people around them vane knowledge and the heart to push things forward so that the arts idea iripo haife, handiti. Of course the buildings aya hapana pachamuka akaparara mudhara, hapana pakamuka anodonha, but place inoregedza kuita relevant nyaya yekuti the idea yakaita kuti ivakwe yacho haichaitika. That's how the place becomes irrelevant, you get it. So there is need for people vanoita kuti panhu parambe pachivhaiba, panhu parambe pari creative, sezvaimbo Mutukudzi gave us the likes of Mbeu, the Sarunganos, the Donald Kanyuchi, Munyamatarutse. We need to keep having all those kind of people, you get it. Vachibva kuPakare Paye Art Center, and it's sad to see right now kuti ma-artists akawanda abuda muNorton munomu, you get it. Some of us I mentioned vana Young Gemini and so forth, they are coming out from zvati mastable tokaita kunge twedu isusu tokuti turi mari resources mashoma ekujoinidza joinidza, you get it. And but they should be coming out from centers akaita sana Pakare Paye and mukona, because isusu when we work out nevana ava tichitotambudzikira mudhara, but there is Pakare Paye Art Center in zvinhu zvese izvozvo. And if you look at my notable names right now, we have been trending I think this year or last year from Norton. You look at there's Attender Chinks, the daughter to the late Chinks. There is
So
a young
she's from
Gemini.
Norton.
She is from Norton, she's from Norton. But apparently she akatozoblowa like my first two songs dzake dzikufarwa nevanhu coming from another stable, history yemunorton, you get it, meaning kuti those people havasi kubatwa nemacenters anofanira kunge achiva nature yemunorton, vakutozoenda kunobudirira vaakunze uku, and you get it. But then we have a center like Pakare Paye, we should be doing all those, and it for vana vemunorton. Saka ndopati chingotiwo ipapo pane zviri kushota panyaya yePakare Paye. I cannot blame it on individuals, but I just look out for better leadership ikoko in terms of the arts industry is concerned. Yeah.
Okay, so I would give a suggestion. I'm like, all right, Selma is an artist. Can she be the right fit to run the grooming of artists from that center?
Wow. Selma, she's music. Selma is music. As a person, she's just music. Though my musicians from birth, Tarisa. But Panama issues like what has been trending for the past 1 month, 2 months, one I think 2 weeks, whereby Selmo is from the first marriage, and Jay-Z was the second wife to Amchukudzi, and Panama family disputes avo, and yeah, of course, if it was Selmo, things could have been better. Vachibaranzopfungwa nevamwe varipo. I'm not saying kuti vamwe varipo they are totally not relevant, but I'm just saying Selmo is much more experienced and much more into music than the other guys who are on the ground currently. And of course, the likes of Sam Mutukudzi. Sam Mutukudzi was all music. I mean, all those people they were got background in Mberi. So right now we could have been talking
Samantha
of another
is
story.
also music, isn't she?
Yeah, Samantha is music, but man, it's different to Selmo. I've known Samantha. I mean, she was my guest of honor at first event. I have so much respect for her. But there is also a need for us to be honest. And as much as we are friends with someone or like someone, Selmo is more music than Samantha. You get it? Samantha sings because her father used to sing, but she was never a singer in the first place. She has never taken music professionally. And Selmo is an artist who is actually 100% an artist, and an artist who is into business. So vanhu vakatosiyana. I mean, they have a lot of things they can learn from each other, and it's very unfortunate at concept upindra my family affairs, but we just pray for unity. So the unity ku family kwawo inoita kuti isusu community tibenefite, because vakaita zvinhu pamwe chete it now means they can work together kana community tinofara vanhu vanobatsirika. So yes, to answer your question, I would say if Selmo was on the ground, things could be much better. Yeah.
Okay, I just have this question that I mentioned. So since Vamtukudzi, which artist can we pinpoint to say this one came from Pakare Paye? I just need one.
My bro, I don't think there is an artist who can actually say since Tasiwana Mtukudzi, there is someone like a blower or who's promising from Pakare Paye Art Center. And things have just been idle, get up ever since some took that year. And I believe it's obvious panofa legend, zvinombodzoka mashure mchana. So zvamanje hakuna artist tabva Pakare Paye. My artist are kubva like in other stables, like what I mentioned. I have a stable that is called Fana Zimbabwe. Tine mamwe artist ari kubva ikoko. And Pakare Paye there is no much activity.
Hakuna record label or any studio.
Yeah, in Norton or it's Pakare Paye.
Pakare Paye. Hakuna studio or anything.
There is a studio. There is Pakare Paye Art Center studio. It's a studio in Israel. Andinyasoziva zvangu baba, but the last time I get functional, anytime. Right now, I don't think there are artists who have been doing music there, except maybe I don't know for Vango what singers they are really popular. But as far as my artists, ane mazita ari kuzikanwa even kuno kunoton just kunoton hakuna wandakambonzwa achinzi ari kurekodha pakare paye atone music iri kupromotwa pakare paye handina izvozvo for the past 5 years or so handina ndinganyepe. There are certain artists of course vanombonoridzwa ikoko vana Jay Water vachinoridza kuti maopen mic nemachichichi but it's nothing big. It's nothing big. Yeah.
Okay, so as a business expert in the I don't want to put the word expert. I will burden you. All right, as a person who have experienced a lot of arts industry, what would you suggest to Daisy to uplift Pakare Paye and be able to be in a position where she can say, after Mamtukudzi I managed to groom ABCD, and we made impact, like the fresh talent.
Okay, right now, first of all, I would love to applaud Amam Tukudzi for the efforts she's making. She's stable at the moment as far as the art center is concerned.
Yeah,
but also, pamwe yapo kuri kunge haringadai ratodongo tingadai tichizoziva kuti madziro akapwanyika, the chairs are broken, but I would love to applaud the fact that things are still, zviratidza pane zviri kuitika. But as far as art is concerned, I would love to see Maim Tukudzi, collaborating, employing. She's the owner, she's the CEO, she's the Mudiomridzo company. I'd love to see her employing one very knowledgeable about music. I'd love to see her collaborate. I'd love to see her, bring in, my NGOs who are into promoting, my community as far as arts is concerned, so that njere dzavo ivo vega pachezvavo, because of age and things like that, there is need for the new blood, there is need for the young blood iri kuona kuti direction yakuenda neuku, you get it, and there is need for collaboration yekuti zvinhu zviende kumberi. Currently as things stand, I don't think Maim Tukudzi has the capacity yekusumudza ma-artist as the idea yangaina vaMtukudzi. Honestly, I would love to say that the capacity vanogona kunge vasina, you get it, so there is need for kuti vashande nevamwe vane capacity. Hatinotoro vamwe vanozoshanda nevanhu vanani ivo anenge ama-decisions avo, but there is need for collaboration and there is need kuti place irambe ichimaintaina the whole idea yekusumudzira ma-artist yanga inayo. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's totally honest, and I see that could actually work if implemented, because sometimes Strive is the CEO of Falconet, but then he's out of the country and he places people who actually run that thing well.
Yes, and also, you see, my brother, there's one thing that also people need to know, especially those for Pakare Paye. There was Mutukudzi. Oliver Mutukudzi was a brand, and it. But now that Oliver Mtukudzi is no longer there, Pakare Paye is also a separate brand. Yakatozvimirira, you get it. Those two things zvaifamba zvese vaMtukudzi pavangwara vapenyu. But right now Pakare Paye has to sell out an image yayo yakazvimirira yega pasina kuti vaMtukudzi. Was back then vamwe vanhu vaitongoya by default because there was Mtukudzi. So right now there needs for a reason yekuti Pakare Paye Art Center, what is it offering? Because if you look at it, things the way they are right now, 20 years from now, Pakare Paye Art Center iriko yakanaka, but there's nothing happening there. So there's also need yekuti vasimbise brand ravo, ndotunhu twacho totutaura kuti vakatanga kutotwiita, especially right now. The Omifa Festival recently yakabva kuitwa, it's a good idea yekuti zvakaramba zvichiitika, all those initiatives Pakare Paye Art Center inoramba irrelevant as far as art is concerned, you get it.
Yeah, totally. Thank you so much for this detailed discussion that we had. So I think we spent much of our time talking about Pakare Paye. So back to your own stuff. What are we expecting from you in the next coming days, weeks? Since you said you're also an artist, you're a promoter, any events or any projects from the Norton guy?
Well, expect a lot, bro. I think makangoona ndofunga the first skit, I like to call it a freestyle, that I gave people. Makangoona the kind of creativity kuti ndiri munhu wekuti I have the capacity of going to anything chanangofunga kuti I want to do this, and I think these people will trigger people, you get it. So expect a lot of good music, expect a lot of also other artists that are coming out for me, and also I have a project, like I told you, the Miss Business Zimbabwe. I am the current global Zimbabwean director for Miss Business Global. So there's Miss Business Global that is held in Vietnam every year. So there's a director in South Africa, UK, Canada, India. So each country has a director, and as appointed director with Zimbabwe. So we also have a model who's going next year to represent Zimbabwe, Kamira Zimbabwe as the Miss Business Zimbabwe, and I'm also working on an album, and I also have an artist, Arukunzie Gail Davison. She's a female artist. She's doing well. She's promising. So we are looking out for more good music, more visuals, so that I don't wanna continue sumukandega. You get it? Continue
Yeah,
sumukandega. I wish
definitely.
daina ndine mari, daina nemazimari, nemaz capacity. Ndenda kuti sumuke takaita se takawanda. If you look at my artists, vana Mtukudzi, vana Simon Chopa Chimbetu, time yakasumuka wakati wande. We love it also for us kuti sumuke takaita se takawanda. Tisu ma leaders acha mangwana, we need to jegana. We ndakambomubatsira gore riya mangwana, you never know ndiani se anokubatsira. So what I'm trying to do is to create I don't know if I call it a stable or an industry yekuti kana tichiuya we come, you get it. Without kana takuti boys kune vanhu vaive ku Norton, they've a record label ravo rinonzi Fun House, tinobaya tiri chikwata, you get it. I love to admire what Chitown does, Chitungwiza. There are a lot of people that we can mention who are doing good vari kubva Chitungwiza. I love to see Norton, also doing the same. Unity.
The
Tosumuka
same as
takaita sei
Zimbabwe.
takawanda. The same with Mbare. You see what I'm talking about. You see why a lot of music is changing their lives. Vamwe kuMbare vamwe vangatori mbavha mudhara, but havachatoba vakuimba vachonanidza vanhu vachiwana mari. Vamwe vacho vangatori
Apazoti
mahwindi.
havachatoba unongoadhipisa. Itati vari kuita zvei.
Vamwe vakubira vanhu zvakati ngware muchana vakungwavha. But lives are being changed mudhara. So I love to see that. I would love to see us arts industry chinhu chakatikoshera, atoriwo mabasa kwatiri. I love to see like what young Gemini is doing right now mudhara. Young Gemini used to chila naye mudhara. Young Gemini tichika kana ari maputi ateti nawo ipapo taingodya maputi. Right now ato munhu wekuti anogona kutombokweretesa mari. I love to see that izvozvo zvichiitika kuchi kune vamwe vanhu. Yeah, so that's the whole idea, and expect a lot of that from me. And also my music. I have an album. Recently I released a video, I'll Be the One. It's a video that is a follow-up to that
Yeah,
freestyle that I did.
by the way,
Yeah.
I watched the video. That was a nice video. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. I was just trying to show people, what I know. Mentally ndiribo, but sometimes unomboita uchimboera se music is entertainment, bro. Unomboentertaina vanhu chingodaro. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, ThelKool, for this wonderful discussion, and I'm sure that the people that are going to listen to it, they will learn one or two things from it, and also the issue that we discussed about arts in Norton. I'm sure the
Yes.
people that are gonna come across it also will get your messages and the suggestions that you put forward that could make it a better place. Definitely. Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
my
and I really
brother.
appreciate you for you being in this show.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for the opportunity. I hope lives will be changed. I hope there will be unity. Murego mtukudzi ngatibatanei tiite zvinhu pamwe chete. Thank you, my brother.
Definitely.
All right.